Joining me today on Can Do FM, we have Rory Wood, who is the High Street Heritage Action Zone Officer, and Helen Wall, who is the Mayor of Barrow, and also in her capacity as lead member for Wildlife and Heritage. Now, we have an event coming up, don't we, guys? Can you tell us a little bit about why you've come on the radio this morning?
Yeah, sure. So basically, we're opening up the town hall for public tours. It's something that hasn't been done in a formal capacity for a number of years, and we're actually doing it this year to coincide with the work that we're doing in the High Street Heritage Action Zone.
Okay, so is that a funded project, Rory?
It is, yeah. So back in 2019, the council were successful in a bid for funding from the government. So that's administered by Historic England as well. So 1.1 million worth of funding was secured. And so through the scheme, there will be repairs carried out to buildings on the street. There are grants available for that. Also be works done within the street itself, so street trees, planting, things like that, and a host of other projects that are going on. Specifically, we're wanting to open up the town hall this coming weekend because it coincides with the National Heritage Open Days and the High Street Sound Walk, which we were also successful in a bid for. So there's 63 designated High Street Heritage Action Zones in England, and we're one of 6 that have been awarded this High Street Sound Walk. So that was launched last week, and there'll be information about that available at the open day at the town hall as well.
Brilliant. It's a beautiful building, Helen, isn't it? It is one of the most iconic building, perhaps in the area. What are the highlights? What can people expect to see in there? What should they really, make a beeline for?
Yeah, it really is a fantastic town hall. There's nothing else like it in Cumbria for certain. As you know, it was built when the founders of the town expected the town to become as big as Manchester or Liverpool. So the first thing they did, well, not quite the first, but they put up a town hall to sort of match that expectation. And it shocks people and astonishes people when they come. And when you go anywhere else, they talk about the town hall, your town hall. I've seen your town hall. And inside people in Barrow love it, and they love to get a chance to come and have a look at it. They absolutely lap it up, and so they should, because it's their heritage, and engaging with your heritage is good for you, apart from anything else, apart from being interesting. And so they will see. We have the most stunning banqueting hall. It's a ballroom with a sprung floor. And you can see where the Victorians, how they lived. You can see glimpses of the big fireplaces where they have a roaring coal fire, and the gas lamps that are around the place, and the minstrels' gallery up above the banqueting hall, and where they would hold their fancy Victorian balls in their fancy Victorian ball gowns. The staircase itself is crinolinable. You can imagine yourself sweeping down this staircase in the most gorgeous dress. And then when you get to the top of the stairs, it's the landing, but it's so huge and so ornate. We call it the Queen's Hall. It has a bust of Queen Victoria in it, because of course the town hall opened to coincide with one of her jubilees. I can't quite remember this moment which one it was, but. And so then you'll go into the banqueting hall, and that opens up or can be closed off from the drawing room next to it, which is an absolute vast drawing room. And there's bits of furniture from James Ramsden's house about the place, and these beautiful big windows, and of course massively high ceilings. It's a pig to heat. And then you'll see the council chamber. I was elected in 2010, the first time I ever entered the council chamber, and it really is impressive. You go in there and you think, wow, decisions made in here are proper decisions. It's really important what you're doing when you're in here. So all that will be open to people with a ticket. And also there is the Mayor's Parlour, which was created when the people like Ramsden and Schneider were the mayor. And there are lots of things in there that people have given to the town over the years. And fascinating, absolutely fascinating are the photographs of every mayor of Barrow on the wall. Names that John Winnerer, Richard Brunskill, George Basterfield, Bram Longstaff, Nan Tate, right. all these names all these buildings that we have, they're all there. And of course, you will see our magnificent mayoral chain, which was created when, say, to match Manchester's mayoral chain or Liverpool's. And it always raises a few eyebrows when I actually wear it to a civic thing in someone else's town, because it's just so huge.
It's brilliant. It's a brilliant kind of concept that the building was made at a time when the aspiration was so high, and the pride in the town, and it's something that we've kind of forgotten, I think, and I think to re-engage with our heritage is a re-engagement with that ambition and that aspiration, isn't it?
Brilliantly put, Andrea. Yes, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it's an important part of what the town is. What it could have been. I think the park is another representation of that, and the library, this beautifully enormous library that we have, and they're all built when people expected the town to become much bigger, and it's something to be proud of. It's part of our heritage, which is not the same as anybody else's heritage. It's quite a unique history that the town has. And nowhere else in the country really has that same sort of history. Middlesbrough comes close,
right?
But so come and see it. Come and see it's yours.
How can people get tickets then? What do we do to book ourselves on one of these tours?
It's through the forum across the road from the town hall. The phone number, which I've known for hundreds of years, is 820000. Or call in or phone them and see if you can get one of the last few tickets.
Okay. Rory, we are still aware of COVID restrictions, aren't we? So there are some restrictions to do with the tickets. Can you explain those to people, perhaps reassure people who might not want to go because they're still a little bit wary?
Absolutely. So we're not out of the woods yet. It's obviously important to remain vigilant. We're limiting numbers per tour to 20 tickets. We're asking that people do come prepared, wear a mask. It's strongly recommended that you do wear a mask. We'll be providing hand sanitizer and disposable masks on the day if you don't have one. And of course, if you do have any symptoms of COVID, please do inform us that you won't be in attendance, and obviously stay away and help stop the spread.
Right, well, it looks fantastic, and I hope that this is just the start, personally, of lots of these sorts of events in the future. And thank you for your time.
Thanks very much, Andrea.
Thank you for having us.